Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, as you can tell from the title, I have a bit of a Farfetch haul. Roundup of some items to refresh my wardrobe for the spring, as well as a roundup of my purchases from my most recent trip to Paris. We're just gonna dive right in, but if you're new here, my name is Alyssa Lenore, and these kinds of luxury fashion related videos as well as vlogs. So if you like the vibe here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the notifications bell so that you know when I post new videos, and we're gonna get started. With these videos, as you all know, I love to get started with my Farfetch picks. I wanna say that most of my recent Farfetch hauls have essentially just been Kate. I think everything is just put together so nicely and very flattering, chic core pieces. So whenever I do have my Farfetch credit, it's a great time for me to add in pieces that might be a bit more of an investment, but I also just love the assortment of shoes and handbags that they also have. The first latest addition from Kate from Farfetch that I want to highlight with you all is this Kate trench coat. So I've been looking for a trench coat that isn't as oversized as my vintage Burberry one, and that one is a great kind of super oversized, billowy type of trench. But I was looking for something that was a little bit more tailored and fitted. I just really love the way that this Kate trench looked, so I brought this one on the most recent trip to Paris actually, and I always think that a good trench coat is a great wardrobe essential just because it really helps elevate a look. And I just love the materials that this Kate trench had, from the color and the more padded shoulders, so there is a bit of structure up here, and then the buttons that they chose as well. I just really loved the color of them. So this is a great kind of spring staple. I just love the way it falls. I grabbed this one in a size 8. I mean, a trench coat I think is just a classic, so definitely file this under wardrobe staples and essentials for me, especially for spring. I mean, even in Paris, it was a little bit chillier, so if I had just a couple of other layers underneath, it still worked out really well. So very excited for New York to warm up a bit more and style this one. I have this Olivia Hobo bag. I've not owned a beige bag in so long, but I really love the Hobo just because it's almost similar to the teen size Jody, but obviously didn't want to get another Jody bag. This one I think is just such a pretty kind of pale taupey color. I'm really into bags that I can just throw over, and yeah. So this one comes in a couple of different colors, and also there's a rhinestone version, they have suede version. I was actually eyeing the metallic one, but then it got sold out. That one I think is great because metallics are really huge this year, and that is a trend that I love because it's simple enough that it's not too trendy, but I love just like the effect that it gives an outfit where it just gives you a little bit of pop. That's why I've been loving wearing my Prada gold bag or wearing the metallic Prada shoes. And they also have a version that's a little bit bigger, so you can kind of crossbody it if that's more your vibe. But I've been really loving the Kate bags as well. I already have a couple of them. I was really excited to add this color to my wardrobe because I never really wanted a bag that was super beige. Definitely more of like a taupe kind of shade. And it actually matches my nails perfectly. Look at that. The inside of the bag is quite roomy, so you can just throw a bunch of stuff in here, to be honest. And I love the kind of more slouchy, chill bags in contrast to several of like the more structured bags that I do carry around. So I feel like I have a good variety going on in terms of bag silhouettes and colors as well. Last up for my Farfetch haul, I'm very bummed about, but these are a pair of shoes that I really, really liked, but unfortunately I think I have to exchange them for another size, so I'm waiting for Farfetch to come back with more sizes in these. If you are into the Sambas style, but maybe you want something that's more than Adidas, I love these. So these are Kate sneakers. I got these from Farfetch, but they are out of my actual size, and this one just runs a bit small. So I got these in a 39. Just wanted to show you all still what it looks like because the code that I will be sharing does apply to all of these pieces. The silhouette is very, very similar to the Sambas, and it's just like a good kind of casual sneaker. I was a big Nike Air Force One girl. Like, I had them in rotation because as soon as one got super beat up after a couple of years, I just replaced them with a new fresh one. But I don't know, I just wanted to switch things up, and this was a beautiful silhouette. Definitely going to keep an eye out for my size, but just wanted to show you guys these before they were sent back. Also, returns with Farfetch are super easy. You just gotta contact them and then they'll send you like the documents and then just send it all back. This is the last one for my Farfetch / Kate haul. I now have to pack this up and then ship it back. This sweater that I am wearing is actually also Kate, and Farfetch has the reverse of this where it's more black and then white stripes. So in case anyone is interested, I will have it linked down below as well. Yeah, I've just been wearing this so much. It's just so easy to style, a good simple and classic pattern that you can wear so many different ways. So big fan of stripes. If you are interested in shopping any of my Farfetch picks, I will have a link down below. And if you are a new customer, you can take 10% off your first order with my code 10FFLenore. I will have all the terms and conditions listed down below in case anyone is interested. And now we will move on to the rest of my spring refresh picks. Speaking of the Sambas, these are the ones that I have. Let me just make sure that that's focusing. It's just a good classic and clean sneaker silhouette. They are getting trickier to find, I feel like, because it is a very trendy shoe at the moment. But I mean, they are classics, so you can just wear them all year round. I really love the way that this looks with trousers, especially if I'm looking for a white shoe that has a contrasting sole. I really love the way that this looks, especially because I do wear a lot of neutrals, and it's literally a white, brown, and black shoe. So it can go with basically everything I own. These are the Sambas. I got these in a men's 7.5, and I usually am a woman's 8.5, 9. So just to kind of help gauge sizing for everyone. I also got Marco a pair of these so that we can match. Now let's get started with the haul from Paris. Okay, maybe you're sick of these, maybe you're not, but I've been wearing these Saint Laurent Mika sunglasses nonstop since I got them. They're like my go-to because I think a good cat eye is just great for a wardrobe. But I did want to find another pair of sunglasses in Paris. And honestly, I love Saint Laurent sunglasses. I just think they make them so well. So these ones are the Betty. And in comparison to the ones that I have, these are a little bit more straight lined. And it's, I guess, more so like a slim wafer type of sunglasses. I just think they look so cool and I really love these. So they do have them in a couple of different colors. I'll try and round them up. I believe that these are still available on Farfetch too. So, I mean, they are getting harder and harder to find. So highly recommend snatching these up well before spring and summer, because I feel like it's going to be like the Mika sunglasses where they're just going to be impossible to find. So just a comparison. These are the Mika and these are the Bettys. Found these at the Saint Laurent at Rue Saint-Honoré, where Marco and I also picked up a couple of other things. This trench coat that I really loved wearing, and I remember seeing this online before the trip and thinking it was the most perfect shade of brown. Once I saw it in person, I was like, okay, gonna have to get it because I love it so much. And then I purchased this teddy jacket for Marco, which I've had my eye on for him for so long, just because I think it's such a chic men's jacket, but also one that I can borrow. And so we ended up picking up this one. I love being able to like get stuff for Marco and then also be able to wear it as well. But yeah, this jacket is great. Looks so nice and clean. And when Marco doesn't like to be too fussy with like what he wears. So I think building up his wardrobe to have some really good quality basic pieces that fit really well just helps him get ready so much easier, because I have been trying to help him figure out what pieces work with what pieces don't, how to put together a good clean look, you know. We might have to start the How to Dress My Husband series, so stay tuned. For my other purchase from Paris, which I didn't know I wanted until I saw them, are the Bottega earrings, and these are in the small size. I did switch out the back because I didn't like the ones that they came with, but I just really love the way that this dresses up an outfit. These are in the small size and they have a larger size as well. I did also do a post linking a couple of alternate options just because I do want to be able to provide that with you all. When it comes to the pieces that I have, I do feel like they are such common silhouettes or styles that are accessible with other brands. I do want to do my best to try and make it easier and find those alternate options for you guys as well. These are the Bottega earrings. I bought these on my birthday when we were in Paris. Had no idea that they would have them because I think like all places here in the States are all sold out of it. They also go for so much more here, so shopping in Paris is always kind of just a no-brainer. The last three are handbags. First up, we have my little Nutella Celine Classic box. Marco called it Nutella, so now it's just kind of sticking. I am reintroducing a Phoebe Philo classic box into my collection. It's not Phoebe Philo because it doesn't have the original Celine logo, but that's fine. I just thought that this color was so delicious and the perfect brown because I do find it hard to pair the kind of golden brown at times. I just really loved the way that this looked. It was just love at first sight, and I literally wore it out of the store. I had the medium-sized Celine Classic box in Léger leather in the color Cerise, which is a bit of a taupey kind of gray. I love this one because it's just literally the perfect shade of brown. And this is in the teen size, which I think helps make it a little bit more wearable as a crossbody. It's also similar to the reason why I didn't go medium for my Triomphe. And I will do a comparison of the two just because I feel like they're literally the same silhouette, but you're gonna pick a different logo when it comes to Celine. Just to do a super quick side-by-side, this is the teen Triomphe in Lizard, and this is the classic box. So upon just like looking at it, the box is definitely more of a square in the teen silhouette, and I feel like I can fit a little bit more in the teen Triomphe, but I'll dive into those things a little bit more once I do a comparison video on these two. So happy to have added this in my collection because the day after I got this, Phoebe Philo finally announced that she's coming back and she's launching her brand. She's debuting in September. Very excited to see what she has in store. I just love this. It's beautiful. It's stunning. So yeah, this is her. Next up, another brown bag. And let me just take all of this out. It is the Bottega sardine bag in the, I think it's called Bitter Chocolate. I think that's the name that they gave it. So this bag I also checked out in Paris, but I didn't end up buying it in Paris. Immediate regret. But luckily I had a gift card and was able to purchase it here for almost like the same price that I would have gotten it at in Paris. But I just love the statement of this bag. It's so chic, and yeah, it's very similar to Tom Ford's, what do you call it? Mombasa bag for Saint Laurent, just to kind of have that kind of statement handle. And I feel like we might be seeing a lot more of this. But yeah, this was from Blasi's fall collection for Bottega. It's just such a cool kind of fashion piece. And I guess it's because like I've gotten to the point in my collection where I do have a lot of the casual everyday styles that I like to use. And this one's a bit more of a, I don't know, definitely more fashion-y compared to my other bags. So I really love it. Have already taken it out to dinner. I was joking around when I saw it in Paris. I was like, is it a bag or is it a weapon? Because this thing, that is solid. Last up for this haul isn't mine. It's something I picked up for a family member. And I already have this bag, but it's just in such a beautiful color I want to show you guys. This is the Goyard Anjou Mini in the, I think they call it their sky blue. Now, what I love about the Anjou Mini, and I have mine in yellow, it has like a bunch of stuff in it right now. I think it's the cutest little pop of color. So I was really happy that I went with yellow for mine. Just, it's so happy. So this is definitely more of a spring summer piece for me. I found this for my cousin, and you know, I had to scoop it up because this color is getting really hard to find. but it's just such a beautiful shade of blue. I wanted to share with you all. I just think it's such a cute kind of on-the-go piece, especially if you're wearing something that's just like a solid color. I think Goyard in this size is just so adorable. So this is my cousin's Anjou mini that I just wanted to share, just because I thought the color is so much more stunning in person compared to online, and makes me really excited to wear my yellow one out as well. Goyard Anjou mini retails for $25.90 in the special colors. I don't know what it is in the classic colors, so might need to look that up. I think you can just call their store and find out pricing as well, because I know their website's a bit mysterious. Also good to just see what inventory they do have, because I've been noticing a lot of really long lines for Goyard. In Paris, they had very little stock, so just something to keep in mind. But look at how cute. So adorable. Well, that is it for my little spring refresh haul. Hope you all enjoyed. Again, my code for Farfetch is 10FF Lenore. This is for new customers. Before you do any shopping hauls, I always like to recommend to go through your wardrobe first, edit, and see what pieces really are your core favorites. Like, I already have a section in my closet that is dedicated to my most used pieces, and so I'm kind of always gravitating towards those pieces. And if you look at my Instagram, I am wearing probably like the same 5 things. No shame in my game of outfit repeating. Find pieces that you genuinely really love and can get a lot of use out of. All about just going towards what you feel the most comfortable in, what pieces make you happy. That's all for me. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Your love and support mean the world to me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!